If I could describe the Get My Life tour in one word, it would be vulnerability. Showing up for yourself is so important. Welcome to the Get My Life tour. I'm your host, Lydia T. Blanco. Welcome to the first episode of the Get My Life tour. I am your host, Lydia T. Blanco, and I am so excited to be finally kicking off this tour with you. You all are probably wondering, where is she? I'm actually in Harlem on my couch recording this episode, but I couldn't be more excited to start this journey. I am, a recovering perfectionist. So in my head, I was going to be in some elaborate studio and this tour was going to happen on a big stage, and I was going to have Beyonce's band and backup dancers here for this first episode. But that's just not how it worked out, and I'm okay with that. The audio is clear, my couch is comfortable, and this is the first episode, the first stop on the tour. The Get My Life tour, that is. I just want to jump in by, I don't want to jump in because I'm actually here, but I just want to start by saying that I am so excited that you decided to go on tour with me. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for being here. And this is going to be a tour that you are going to be talking about for a very long time. I'm just going to claim it. I'm going to claim it. You know what I'm saying? Ever since I can remember, I've always struggled with something. And 9 times out of 10, I felt like I was struggling alone, learning from my mistakes alone, journeying alone, and not getting the answers to many questions that came up along the way. About 2 years ago, after operating in a toxic work environment for 11 months, having pinched nerves, aches, experiencing high blood pressure. Now, I don't have high blood pressure, praise the Most High, but my blood pressure at one point was so high that during a doctor's appointment, the doctor was like, okay, you know what? We need someone else to come in the room. We need someone else to come in the room. And I was like, what is going on? After getting a therapist, I decided that enough was enough. And after being stressed nearly to death, I quit that job and decided to go on what I coined to Get My Life tour. People would ask me how I was doing, what I was up to, and I would respond, girl, yes, even if it was a male, because I have this habitual issue where I call everybody girl, that I was on a Get My Life tour. At the time, I didn't know what I really meant by that, other than the fact that I was trying to get my life together. But over the course of a year, I realized that me being on tour involved me getting to know myself more, learning how to show up for myself, value the significance of asking challenging questions, and seeking answers and understanding for questions that I didn't even anticipate arising. Life. My pastor always emphasizes the importance of living the life we were created to live. And that is the epitome of what the Get My Life tour is. It's about pursuing life wherever it might take you. And while, admission is free, and I continue to say that, it is really about showing up for yourself and investing in yourself. Some of the ways that I've been showing up for myself lately is taking more time for myself in the morning before I go commit 8 hours to someone else's vision or their legacy, really taking the time to, set my intentions and practice gratitude, brew my coffee, and get ready for, these New York streets because they are real, and when I think about the last, 2 years, the hustle, the bustle, the transition, the heartbreak, the disappointment, and everything that I've learned, I really think about the support that I have and why it's so important for me to rehearse in life in every area. Talking about that finance part, the holistic love and relationships and wellness and career. I really rely on a team of people. And I think that team is so important. I'm talking about my mama, y'all, my mama and them, my father, my very close friends, my sorority sisters and colleagues and people who really take the time to hold me accountable and make sure that I'm showing up for myself and that I'm taking the time to take those deep breaths and talk about what's not going well in life and being honest. All that is very critical to me as I journey on my tour, as I show up for myself, as I go hard. You know, I've I've made so much happen behind the scenes, and I've even gone as far to volunteer myself to be others' understudy. And I'm doing this because you don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? I am not a martyr for the community or for anyone, but I've learned along my journey that when you show up a certain way in life, it causes others to engage with you differently. And through this podcast, I'm really excited about setting that intention of showing up for yourself, showing up for myself. And I really hope that you all take that seriously. I have some really dope women and men who are going to be joining us on this tour. I'm so excited about all of them. I want to give you like a sneak preview of, the next episode. But before we go in, to that, I want you to make sure that you are really making a commitment to showing up for yourself. I continuously say that admission is free, but all this costs you is your commitment. The Get My Life tour is about really, really showing up and killing it. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're performing for a crowd of one, it doesn't matter how many people can see you. I'm not even sure if that really makes sense, but I'm going to go with it. But I'm so excited about this. This episode is not going to be very long. The stop on this tour is not going to be very long because it's a Saturday and I'm on my couch. But I just want to say my mic drop moment for today is going to be that your gift does not require comfort. I think that's what my mic drop moment is going to be today. Every episode, we will most definitely have a mic drop moment where our guest just, leaves you with the gems, just walks away from the stage after dropping the mic. And if I can leave you with anything, is that your gift does not require comfort. This podcast is me getting out of my comfort zone. The Get My Life tour has been about me getting out of my comfort zone. And for those who I rock with, they know that. You now know that because we now rocking with each other, okay? All in, no outs. But yes, that's it. I am looking forward to the next episode of the Get My Life tour. On our next stop, we are going to the Bay. Y'all know I'm from the Bay. Well, you probably didn't know that because we're just now meeting. Hello. Nice to meet you. My name is Lydia Blanco, and I'm from San Francisco, California, the Bay Area. But we're going to stop in Oakland with Dr. Akila Cadet. She is dope. I cannot wait to share more about her, but we are going to be talking about wellness in the workplace. I said earlier in this episode that the Get My Life tour stemmed from a very toxic place, and I turned a very negative situation into a positive thing, which is now, led to this podcast. But Dr. Akila Cadet is a Black woman living in the Bay Area and doing very important work. She is the Olivia Pope of diversity, inclusion, and belonging. And her story is incredible. She is joining us in Oakland. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go from Harlem to Oakland, from my couch to hers. And it is about to be dope. So many gems will be dropped. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait. You have to. So I guess we have to wait together. You know what I'm saying? But until then, go hard for yourself. Show up for yourself in a different way than you did today, tomorrow. And I will see you on the next stop in Oakland. Peace.